Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu
Assalamu
alaikum,
alaikum.
family. How you doing? How you doing?
Let me squeeze
Welcome,
on in
welcome,
here.
welcome
Happy
to
New Day.
Mind Spark Creations once again. All praises is due to Allah. Another Thinking Thursday. And today is a very special day. It's a very special day because do you know what today is? It's
It's
our
our anniversary.
anniversary. All praises is due to Allah
Yes.
and family. We got a great gift starting on our anniversary. We're going to be speaking with a beautiful young man that's only 13 years old, and his beautiful mother. This young man, 13 years old, and he started his own clothing line, and his mother is there to support him. I'm talking about my young brother YBG
Yes.
and his mother I Am Desire. They're gonna be on with us. All praises is due to Allah. They're going to be on with us and they're going to be talking about the youth and entrepreneurship.
That's
We're going
right.
to be talking about how important it is to support our youth today. So we're going to have a very exciting show. We are very excited that they will be on the show today. I won't get into the story yet. I won't get
Right.
into the story yet.
That's
But you know how we do it. So we're gonna give you a few things to support because we want when they get ready to come on, we just want to jump right on in with both feet.
That's right.
Okay? All right. So we got a few things for you to support. We got a few things for you to support. So we want to get started with that.
Now you can get the same uncompromising truth you've come to expect from the Final Call newspaper on all your connected devices. Subscribe to the Final Call Digital Edition today. Go to subscribe.finalcalldigital.com.
All right. All right, family. And if you are not a subscriber to the baddest, boldest, coldest newspaper on the planet Earth, the Final Call, we ask that you would become one. We definitely want you to have that news that you can use. Unbought, uncompromised truth, family.
Mm.
Unbought, uncompromised truth that's transforming lives one mind at a time.
That's right.
That's right. All praises due to Allah. How do you know? Because it transformed mine almost 30 years ago. Look at that.
Allahu
Yeah,
Akbar.
that's right. That's right. I'm rhyming. I'm
Uh-huh.
rhyming. All praises due to Allah. I'm so honored. And of course, I am joined by my beautiful wife. And that's my co-host, my son. He's taking care of a few things. He may pop in here in a little bit. But we thank you all for joining us on this special edition where we're going to be building with our brother and sister, and they're going to be talking with us. All right, we got one more thing for you to support. Let me just,
Only one?
well, okay, I'm going to pause that.
Y'all know how we do it.
You know how we do it now. For those of you who've been around here with us, you know how we do it.
We got new commercials.
We got new stuff around here. All right. Now, for those of you, you strengthen your immune with Pax Immune. That's what I'm talking about.
That's right.
Strengthen your immune with Pax Immune. If you don't have yours, you need to get yours. Brother Dr. Alim said there's two types of people today. You got Paxers and you got Vaxxers. And we hope that you're going to be a Paxer with us. And if you don't have all the information, I know a lot of people, they just running with the masses. I am highly advising you not to do that.
With what?
With these vaccines. I'm highly advising you not to run with the masses on that.
No, the masses.
With the
I thought you were
masses.
saying with the mask.
No, with the masses.
Right.
So I want you all, for those of you all who need a little more information, we all about information, education, and inspiration around here. So if you haven't looked into that, I highly advise that you do so. I know some people think that, hey, the Muslims, they around here being conspiracy theorists and all of that. Trust me. Now, Mr. Yedon, who was the head of Pfizer, have come out, and you can look it up for yourself, because we don't just want you to hear us. Yeah, they said, oh, he's crazy, he's this, he's that. You know what I mean? That's right, Brother Robot. That's right. It is Thursday. Yes, sir.
It's Thinking
Thinking
Thursday.
Thursday. And it's our anniversary. All praises is due to Allah. So, family, we definitely want you all to Dr. Yedon. Dr. Yedon, not doctor, but he was the head of Pfizer. He was the head of Pfizer, family, and he came out and let us know the true danger of these vaccines. And they said, of course, like they was gonna say, oh, he's crazy and this and that. You don't get to be the president of Pfizer by being crazy.
Exactly.
You don't get to be the president of Pfizer by being a crazy person. You only get there by being knowledgeable about things. And, nobody's going to just jump out and come out and say these things without facts. They're not going to do that because, of course, they can be sued for stuff like that. But this man don't only have the facts, he was the head of it. So he knows exactly what's going on with it, the ins and outs. He knows the manufacturing. He knows all of these things. So before you take that jab, I advise you to take a look at that website. Don't let them vaccinate you, family.
I just want to say something on that while we're waiting on our guests. When they start offering you food, drugs, they're offering you lottery tickets, they're offering you things. When is that ever normal for something that's a health benefit? And when would anybody ever have to force people to take something for them? See, there's a plan and an agenda, and we have to be aware of that, family. We cannot depend on everyday media to give us the truth. And what they always do is when someone is exposing them, they always want that person to look like they're crazy. But I pray that you all are wiser than that, and that you're rising above your emotions and looking at the whole picture, because there's truly an agenda that is being planned against our lives. And we have to be strong enough, smart enough, wise enough to rise above what it is that they're planning for us. Almighty God, Allah, has a plan. And his plan, he's going to suck up their plan. And they think it's going to be for them. But they said all things work for the good of the Lord. But we have to be steadfast and remain faithful in Allah so that we can get through this hour, family. And the best way to do that right now is build your immune system up.
That's right.
Build your immune system. Eat better. Exercise. Get your rest. Take your Paximune, and build up that immune system, family. That's what we want to do.
That's right. Absolutely right. This is not about us selling you anything. We also take Paximune on our own. We actually take Paximune on our own and have been taking it for quite a number of months now.
Right.
And all praises due to Allah. We are good. All
That's
praises
right.
due to Allah. We are good. Of course, we are also not only good, but we are eating right. We are eating right. We're doing the best to eat in accordance with how to eat to live. So that definitely helps, because you have to eat healthy to be healthy. Okay, you have to eat healthy to be healthy. You have to eat healthy to be healthy. So all right. That's what I'm talking about. It's family time.
Yes,
Can you
it
hear me?
is.
Can you hear me? Well, look, before I bring them on, I made a promise to them that I would make something for them, and I'm going to play it right now. I'm going to play it right now.
DJ Dawood.
Okay, hold on. Let me just make sure I got it here.
Oh, you got it.
I know I got it, but I got to get to the email. Okay. Come on now.
All right.
Come on now.
So, fam, I pray that you all are well. We're going to bring you on in just a moment.
Just a minute.
Get comfortable in your seats.
Get comfortable.
We are getting ready to have an awesome fireside chat. This is not an interview in any kind of way. We just having a good talk with family and friends. All right.
That's right. That's right. No need for nervousness now.
Not at all. So.
We won't bite you. Oh, come on. Now I just emailed this thing. Hold on. I'm gonna let my wife do a little work. We're gonna bring them on.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna let you do a little work while I do that. Okay.
All right.
So all right. And there we are. Okay.
All right. Hi,
what's going on? YBG, my brother.
Alaikum salam.
Yes, sir.
How are you today?
Great.
All right, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, we are awesome. It's so good to see your beautiful black face, brother. I know your mama being in a minute. We said we were going to play something first, but he got to go pull it up.
Got to go and try to get this good.
Yeah, I thought we thought he already had it, but that's all good.
I thought it was, yeah.
So what we would like to do, my beloved brother, is just give a little introduction of who you are and what you do, and just kind of introduce yourself to the people, okay?
Yeah, wait on this, mama. Wait on them. We want to hear it together because it's a 1-2 punch.
Okay, like us.
It's a 1-2 story. You know what I mean?
Is that how it go, YTG?
That's how it goes. That's how it goes. Don't try to disappear on us now. Don't try to disappear on us now. Hold on.
What's the weather like there?
It's beautiful. Yeah, it's actually beautiful.
All right.
Okay, cool.
How about out there?
Yes. Oh, it's hot.
How to get my sage?
Oh,
get my sage.
Yes,
on
ma'am.
now.
We got to keep that environment right.
Yes.
Keep that vibe right.
Yes.
All right. Peace and blessings. It's so good to see you.
It is. Absolute.
Likewise, it's beautiful to see my sister and my brother. I was actually really looking forward to this.
We looking forward to being with y'all too. We was excited all week long. Like,
yes.
Yeah.
That's
right.
What's
up. That is what's up.
Yes.
So we get good vibes going.
There you go.
Right?
Yeah, indeed. Yes, ma'am. Let me try to get this thing.
My son loves the way this smells.
I do too.
Oh, I do too.
Me too.
I love it when I'm cooking too. Throw a little sage up in there.
Yes.
Absolutely. Yes. All right, fam. So give us a little bit about, introduce yourselves. Give us a little bit about who you are and what it is that you do.
Okay, so it wouldn't be right if we didn't say, you ready? Peace, love, and light. So we come in peace. We come in peace. We come bringing lots of black love, shining bright lights, so that the lost can see their way.
Come on now, that's what's up.
I am Desire, and that's Desire with a Z. And as I always say, don't play with me. And if you are, if you are the slightest bit conscious, you understand what that Z stands for and why I had to use that Z. Okay. So in God lessons, we learn knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. We learn the mathematics, so we understand what that Z represents. That represents that knowledge, wisdom, and that understanding.
Come on now.
I know that my conscious folks, when they saw that, they was like, "Okay, sis, okay."
That's what's up.
Right. So then we have my 13-year-old YBG, and what does YBG stand for?
YBG stand for Young Black God.
Show them your.
Sit right here.
That's
right. That's right.
then what does young black gods represent? Tell the people what that represents, what that means to you.
Come on now. Come
Young
on.
black gods represent. It's like young black gods like represent like my people.
Take your time, yeah.
Young black gods represent my people. I mean, I created this clothing brand, Young Black Gods, to like change the mindset of our people because where I grew up, I seen a lot of black on black violence, and you know, black men killing each other and black women fighting and all that and hurting each other. And I feel like if he know that, like if he understand that, you know, that the black man is God, they'll also understand that they are gods.
Right.
That's right.
And then it changed the mindset, and now they understand that they are gods and our people, we are gods.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So,
That's
so
right.
we gotta stop what? Killing each other, hurting each other.
Hurting
More
each other.
love, right?
Right.
More
Come
peace.
on now.
Wow.
Come on now. That's what I'm talking about. That's beautiful right there.
Amen.
I mean,
Amen.
and to be a young 13-year-old dropping that wisdom like that, you know, I mean, we definitely got to support that. He could be talking about anything and everything. But the reality of the matter is he coming with that God wisdom. You
That's
know what I
right.
mean?
Yes.
Just he got to have that strong foundation, you know? And not only does it represent that, it represents that it gives them the direction where they going. You know what I mean? It didn't say young black niggas.
Nope.
It didn't say young black pimps. It didn't say young black drug dealers. It said young black God. God's force
Yes.
and power.
That's right.
Force and power over all things. You know what I mean? You can't imagine God saying something he can't do. You can't imagine God not being the author of his success. You can't imagine God not being able to create the reality that he wants. So then that shirt is power, man.
That's right.
And that clothing line is power. So when you rock it well.
That's
And
right.
let them know not only is this something I wear, hey, this something that I do. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I live this.
Come
Eat,
on,
sleep, and breathe it. Yes.
Come on, man. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. You know?
Awesome.
Man, this is crazy.
No.
I'm having a problem with my thing on computer.
You didn't get the music going for us.
I'm trying to get it.
We gonna get it. We gonna get it. We gonna get it, brother.
Okay, hold on. Let me see.
You sent it to them too.
No. I'm trying to email it to myself. I am gonna email it to them.
Well, we're gonna get it rocking. It is
We gonna get it rocking. So I am Desire. I just want to break down the acronym letter by letter. So
Yes.
I is idea, A is action, M is manifested. So it's idea, action, manifested, right? An idea which took action, right? I took action to manifest this determined empress, right? Myself, or an emperor like my son.
Come
right?
on now.
Zealously inspiring royalty everywhere.
Oh,
that's deep.
Repeat that again. Repeat that again.
All right, so it's idea, action, manifested, determined empress or determined emperor, zealously inspiring royalty everywhere.
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 That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
So the goal is to inspire a royal mindset, because everything starts in the mind first. It's always a thought, right? So if I can invoke a positive thought in my sister or in my brother or in my son to make him believe that he is that of a high bloodline, right? A high mindset, then he will start to act as such. He will start to behave as such. He would treat himself and others as such. So that's the whole idea of I Am Desire. We want to activate those royal juices in our mindset so that we can start to perform and interact with each other as such.
Ooh, I love it. I love it. That's what I'm talking
I
about.
mean, that takes a name
That
is
is fantastic.
more valuable than gold.
Yes,
Because when you change the mindset, especially of our youth, brother, to be 13 years old and already not just in the mind of a young black guy, but moving out on your entrepreneurship and
yes,
actually coming up with the design and having, that in your vision.
yes.
Your mom and I'm sure like me, I didn't have that when I was 13. At 13, I was reaching for the American dream,
Come on
not
Yeah.
now.
knowing it was the American illusion. You know,
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
but you're invoking on the kingdom of God. And I love that, and I encourage you to continue to do what it is that you do, because that is absolutely beautiful. So
yes.
both of your names are extremely powerful, and
Wow.
Thank
they
you.
need you.
Yes,
Thank you.
indeed,
Thanks. I
indeed,
appreciate you,
indeed.
sis.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
You know, uh, I just have to tell a quick story. I told them this in the chat as I chatted with them that we were fortunate enough to be in the ABS tribe when all of this was born. And
Mm.
we heard the beautiful reasoning behind this clothing line and what my young brother experienced that made him want to even come up with something like that at all. And if I don't know how many dry eyes it was in the house, but it
Mm.
definitely wasn't ours.
Mm.
Because we were shedding some big time tears over here. No, I'm not ashamed to say that
Amen.
because it's so beautiful. And then to hear my brother's story about what he experienced as a young man,
Mm-hmm.
things that he shouldn't have to see, he had to see it at such a young age. But let me say this, doing what you did is going to inspire many. See, I'm going to tell you just like this. When we used to rock FUBU back in the day, right, for us, by us,
By us.
that
Mm-hmm.
made us feel so proud
And
because it
powerful.
was just for us, by us.
Yes.
But now you giving a whole new dynamic.
Right.
Young black gods. So that means that should be something you striving for. So
Mm-hmm.
as you are manifesting the reality of your own divinity,
Yes.
you're gonna give them the permission to do the exact same thing. You're gonna give them the permission when they get to talking about they want to put all that negativity in their cipher. You gonna say, no, I'm a God. I don't do that.
That's right.
No.
No, God don't walk in that realm.
Mhm.
Maybe you need to go read the Holy Quran again because it said that don't belong in this here state. Okay, that can't live. Yeah, that can't live in this realm where I'm at. What you talking?
Mm-hmm.
A God don't harm himself. A
No.
God lives with all positivity in his life. He understands that negative things that come around, but the God look at it like a mathematical problem and say, well, what formula am I going to use to solve this? See,
Right.
that's why you got supreme mathematics in the first place, because it lets us know that there is a formulation. There's
Mm-hmm.
formulation to life, and there is a way to overcome all things. I'm gonna be quiet.
Y'all see y'all
You
all
got me
excited,
preaching
right?
over here.
That's all right. That's all right.
But see, that's when you know God's spirit is in the house.
Oh,
Yeah.
now,
Because although we are very far away from one another, we
come on.
feel your energy.
That's
We feel
right.
your spirit and your vibration.
That's
You
right.
know, and it's really beautiful and it is inspiring. So, brother, if you don't mind, if you want to share that story, because there are some of our listening audience that is not aware of what motivated you into doing what it is that you do.
And let me just say, right, the day he shared that story on the tribe,
Yes.
that was the second time he said it to me. The first time he said it to me was when we were writing it down, trying to figure out what we're going to put on his actual website. And it was heavy for me because I was learning things too. So I was crying. I don't know if y'all saw, I was waterfall. Right. Because there was a lot of things that he held that I didn't even know until that moment. You know what I mean? Like moments before he was due to speak about that. But go ahead, YBG. I'm here.
Wow.
Take your time.
So, what are we doing? I'm sorry, I didn't.
You speaking about the experience that led up, the same thing you spoke about in the tribe. When you talked about the experience that, like the things that you had experienced, you spoke about how you had a mindset. You was in one moment, you was in a mindset where you had got your hands on a gun. We're not gonna say whose gun it was, but and you wanted to do something to another brother that looked just like you.
Right.
So talk about the beginning before you get into that part. Talk about like the environment, like where we lived at, how. Mm-hmm.
So I was originally born in Queens, New York.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then me and my mom, my dad, we had moved when I was like.
And your brother, you got a brother.
Me and my brother, right? We moved when I was like 2 or 3 years old. I think we went to we had moved to Manhattan, right?
We moved from Queens to Manhattan, right? And then you and your brother ended up in Brooklyn after me and your dad split. We ended up in Brooklyn. Mm-hmm. Now I knew I was moving into the hood because me and my ex-husband was splitting up, and I had to maintain my children, so I had to go where I could afford to live, right on my own with 2 children, which was happened to be the hood. So literally, because he feel like I think he's a little lost. Literally, maybe 2 to 3 months moving in, a body drops over the balcony, right? Tell him a brother, a black boy, somebody shot him. His body flips over the balcony. We were coming in, must have been doing some food shopping. We see a body over the balcony. Wow. A couple of weeks after that, I'm at work. My oldest son was doing laundry. He calls me. He's like, "Mom, I'm stuck in a laundromat. There's a shootout in the hallway. There was a shootout in the building." And he was stuck. He was hiding behind a washing machine. And he was upstairs. And I'm at work and I'm telling him he's in the house, do the laundry. And my son can't even take the clothes downstairs to put them in the dryer because it's a shootout in the hallway. And he's scared for his life. And I'm on the phone talking to my son, talking him through. And I'm like, stay put, don't move until the gun until the gunshot. So all they saw was guns, violence, people getting shot, gangs, prostitutes, crackheads. This was the environment because that's all I could afford at the time, right? So now you should be able to pick up from there.
I was physically abused from the age of 4 to 9. My father, and and then 9 years old, I ended up running away. So this is when my dad had lived in Manhattan, and my mom was all the way in Brooklyn, Coney Island. So I took 2 trains. I had to take 2 trains. Mind you, I was 9 years old. I had to take 2 trains.
Never taken a train before because I always drove my children everywhere.
She always had a car.
Always had a car.
So I took the 6th train. I took the 6th train to
You took 2 trains, okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I took 2 trains.
So
and then in 2 hours later, I came 2 hours later, feel me? I'm at my
Brooklyn, at your mom's
at Brooklyn at my mom's house. Feel me? I knock on the door. I knock on the door. My mom opened the door. She worrying like, where your father?
Right, because I know that he's usually, this is his father's time. He's at his father's house this particular weekend, and he decided he didn't want to go there. Mommy don't send me back there. Whatever was chaos. We still love his father. That's family. You know, things happen. And I always tell my son, it's important to make your own money and do for yourself, because when the black family is struggling financially, that's when abuse comes. You know, when a black man cannot take care of his wife and children, he will become angry. He wants to put his hands on his wife. He wants to take out his frustrations on his wife and his children. You know, and it's just like a impoverished mindset. Poverty begets poverty. Violence begets. It makes you think of the worst things to do to people you love. So this is what I always teach my sons. Right? It doesn't make sense for you to be an able-bodied man with hands and feet and a brain and not be able to bring in your own money.
Come on.
Because you don't want to be struggling. You don't want to be like your father was. And thank God he's a better man now. But you don't want to be like he was and be angry and want to hit your wife or want to hit your children or whatever the case may be. And this child at 9 years old, he experienced, because we were in a very impoverished time, and he was angry. And he somehow found my gun at the time. I had a firearm in the house because I have 2 children. I got to protect myself. And found my gun, and something was going on outside with another boy, and he wanted to go and shoot this child. He wanted to lay him out because this is all he saw. Right. And he knew, and my children, I didn't know they knew where my gun was at because I'm always at work. So of course they searching my bedroom and the house. You know what I mean? So knew where it was at, knew how to unload it, load it back, take it apart, put it back together. Everything I didn't teach them. You know. So and he expressed that on the call that night, and I didn't even know. I didn't know that those were his feelings or his thoughts. I didn't even know he knew that I had the gun or where it was at. And it just goes to show that, you know, environment is very, very important, but not just environment. The way that you raise your children and their mindset, the things that you teach them is very important. But also at the same time, if there is just a mother and her children and there are no men around, and this is why it was important for me to get into the Nation of Islam, if there are no solid men around, these boys are going to be left to their own vices.
That's right. You know, and sis and brother, what you're saying, see, these are situations and environments that many, many, many young black men and women are in today, and that they're experiencing. And that's why the mindset has to change. And your brand, Young Black God, it's important to push it far and wide, because we have to raise the mentality and the mindset, because our people are hurting. These situations have been created. It's not because we're bad people. It's not because this is what we want out of life.
Right.
These are situations that are created. You know, we recently moved into where we are, and in looking for a place, they kept telling us, "No, you can't live here. We don't accept you. You know your application. No, you can't move over here. We don't accept your application." So they streamline you into an environment, and when you're not financially secure, or you know, you might have the finance, but your credit is not there. They want to put you in a poor environment to keep that mindset down. You know, but we're in an hour that God is breaking us up out of all of that.
Yes.
And you are key and vital, and very vital instrument in God's plan, brother. So I don't want you to ever lose focus. I want you to constantly use what it is that you have seen and experienced as fuel to free your people.
And you know what? And I want to say, I really thank Allah for Brother Ben X, because this child was saying to me for a good 3 years, like, "Mom, I want to start my own clothing line. Mom, I want to start my own clothing line."
I was saying that since I was like 8, not even
for a long time. So
5 years.
So in my mind, probably 5 years. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, he wants to start his clothing line, so I gotta go get this big machine. And so I'm searching, and the machines are like $3,000, $4,000, and I gotta get the shirts. And I'm thinking, okay, so let mommy save some money so we could get this machine, we could get these clothes, and we could get this thing going. And this was taking some time. It's taking some time because I ain't gonna lie, bills got to get paid.
Every day.
Children got to get fed, you know? So I'm like, I ain't got the money to buy this thing. So, you know, the doors open where we were able to move to Texas. And then one day we end up over by the ABS office, and Brother Ben is sitting talking to him. And Brother Ben said, so what you want to do with yourself, brother? You got any dreams, any goals? He said, yeah. He said, I want to be a clothing designer. He said, for real? He said, well, how far did you get in the process? He said, not really far. Me and my mom, we've been talking about it a lot over the years. He said, we're going to get you started. He said, whatever you need, we're going to get you started. He plugged him in with Sister Marquis. We thank God for our Sister Marquis.
Oh, man.
And within, I want to say, a matter of weeks, his clothing line was up and running. Black Friday.
Yup.
Come on,
2020.
man. Come on, shout out to ABS Tribe.
Shout out to the ABS Tribe. ABS for life. You feel me?
Shout out, baby.
So that was just like Brother Ben, man. Brother Ben, he looked at this brother, looked him dead in his eyes, and said, I want to help you. No matter what it's cost, no matter what it's going, you let me know and we're going to make it happen. And that really warmed my heart. I was like, man, that was like, you know, because at the end of the day, I care about me, but show me that you care about my children. As a black man, if you want to get to a black woman's heart, love on her children.
That's right.
Guide them boys, guide them girls. Show them that you're there for them as a pillar.
That's
to lift them up and guide them. That's how I know you love. That's how I know you love black people. That's how I know you love black women, and that's how I know you love black children. Period.
Right.
That's right.
That's
right. That's right.
And that's what we gotta do.
That's right.
That's so important. That's the whole of the ABS tribe. Let me tell you something. I didn't grow up with a lot of family because crack cocaine destroyed my family.
Come on,
so
man.
I've always felt like I was alone. And even the family that I did have never really was close to because I didn't grow up around them. We were always separated. I was in and out of the foster care system, group homes, and different people's houses. So I decided at 15 years old, I didn't want to do that no more. I got on my own. So once I found the tribe, I literally felt like I have a family. Hold up now. Like I got a family. My sisters hit me up every day. Just checking on you, sis. Assalamu alaikum, queen. How you doing? Just checking up on you. And I hit them up too. Like it's nothing. We don't gotta see each other all the time. We pick up the phone. We pick up right where we left off at. Brothers too. There's some brothers that hit me up, call me. What's up, queen? What's up, sis? You know, nothing sexual or anything like that, but just off the love and the respect. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I thank God for the ABS tribe, man. It's real. It's real.
The ABS tribe is so real that, you know, I recommend them to so many people because it is more than, it's not just about business, but the fact that you want to put me in my pocket and you want to make sure you're going to go through extra measures to make sure I'm good.
That's right.
You know, and that's what they do. And they're such a great example for our youth and even for our elders who have never felt comfortable enough to do for self.
Right.
You know, felt that they had to depend, you know, on this the white man system, for lack of a better word, to survive. But you know, we can survive. Hey, God makes sure the ants eat every day.
That's right.
Every day. Why would he not his own children provide for us? And as long as we get our behinds up and go to work, it will happen. It will absolutely happen.
That's right.
Another thing I want to thank the ABS tribe for is giving me a way to bond and become closer to my son. Because we all know a woman can't raise a man, but you can get tools that can guide you to cultivate a strong bond to where that man has now principles to get him through life. You know what I mean? And YBG merch, the whole YBG clothing line, it helped me to be able to get closer to my son. Because now I'm saying, listen, son, you got to get up, you got to get online, you got to create some videos, wearing your clothing line, and he's really not a talkative person, but he tried to do the live thing and he wasn't really too comfortable with that. He's more comfortable with creating videos and content with the clothing on. And sometimes he's like, come on, mom, let's do this. So I find somebody, come on, son, let's go and do this. And as y'all can see, we post up videos and stuff all the time. And
All
the videos we post up together get a lot of feedback. You know, like it's good. It's good fun. It helps us to bond. It helps us to kind of get our ideas growing together. And we might not always agree. This is not only is this a mother-son relationship, this is a business relationship.
Come on now.
Okay,
Come
because your first business is your family.
Come on.
Okay.
My mom always says this our motto: love is law, family's business.
Period.
Always. She always say that.
Love is law, family is business. It's the law of nature for me to love you. I have to love you. I might not like you, but I'm supposed to love you because you're my brother, you my sister, you my son. But family. Now, when we can do business together, make money together, that's family. We ain't gotta have this bloodline.
Come on now. Come on
Okay?
now.
So don't tell me you love me. We can't eat together. Okay?
Come on now. Come on now.
I'm gonna tell you, with us, it's like making money, together. Because of a joint effort, you can enjoy the fruits of your labor that much more because you know the sweat and the blood that you put into it to get it to the level that it is, and growing it. So when you go out and enjoy the fruits of your labor, you enjoy it so much more.
Yes.
And we're building legacy for the family that's coming after us.
That's right.
Building that foundation so that they won't have that same struggle. That we did from the ground up, from nothing going into, something and building. So our family won't have to go through that. So I mean, being the foundation is really, it has its pain or whatever in it, but it's worth it. It is absolutely worth it. I love seeing that love between you two. Our society always pits a teenager against the family.
That's right.
Teenagers always in the room, but don't enter, and all these, and that's the mindset they're trying to put down our throats that our children shouldn't get along with us.
Right.
But we have to break them kind of barriers.
Yeah.
And being in business with one another, it builds that relationship and that bond.
The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said that we have to be industrious. He said we have to be industrious. Now, for those who don't know what that means, industrious don't just mean be in business. Industrious means to create industries. Meaning not only are you making the t-shirts with the design on it, that ultimately you go and you got the cotton and the land and the silk and whatever the shirt is made out of, so that you can go right to the land and get it all the time. So it's not only t-shirt design and whatnot, but it's actually the whole industry. So that then, just like another brother that we interviewed, Brother Raphael, in Mexico, this brother's down in Mexico, and he has a whole t-shirt plant down there. Woo. And he's doing it from the ground up. Him and his wife, bless you. Him and his wife and his family, they doing it from the ground up. I bring that up because ultimately that's where you want to go. Because you can take your idea or take it and have other people print it, or even you can print it yourself. But just say this. Say that they say, well, in the time of the Prophet Muhammad, they said they didn't want Muhammad's family to eat, right? They said they didn't want none of Muhammad's family to eat. Don't buy from them. Don't sell them food. Don't do this. Well, guess what? That was because a lot of the Muhammad family wasn't necessarily in control of industry. Okay? But when you in control of industry, you ain't got to sell me nothing because I got my own food. You ain't got to make no clothes for me because I make my own clothes. And if can't nobody eat, I can eat. So that's the thing, meaning when you seeing and hearing in the ABS tribe and the BWO that these brothers is trying to basically, I don't know who see this, but with the auto trader, they want to do business like Wall Street.
Right.
create the same thing that Wall Street said. It didn't say black business order. It said black world order. In other words, we want to be able to depend on ourselves for everything. For everything. Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, I want to buy everything from black people. Meaning from the water to the shoes, to the clothes, to the food. And that's the mind of a young black God. That's clothing line is the start. Clothing line is the start. But ultimately, we have to go back to the farm. We have to go back to the farm because the farm is going to give us the wool. The farm is going to give us the cotton. The farm is going to give us the silk and whatever else we need, the leather and whatever else we need, the food that we need. See, so the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, we need land. He did a whole chapter, land and qualification. So
Good land, good soil.
Starts with the clothing line. But ultimately, you got to get back and get that farm producing what you need. So now, guess what? When you do that, the shirts you producing now, you can cut that cost astronomically because you're producing every element of it. You're producing every element of it. And that is the goal. I mean, I'm just saying, I love to see that a 13-year-old young man and his mother are working together. 1 and 3 is 4. So you giving him a solid foundation right now. You giving him a solid foundation right now. You know what I mean? And 1 and 3 is knowledge, and 3 is understanding. So he's getting a knowledge and understanding what he has to do in order to build a foundation for him to go on and be greater than me and you and the rest of us.
That's right.
You know what I mean? When he get our age, he's gonna be talking about, oh, you say you need this, here you go. You say you need that, he won't even have to think about. No bills, no none of that. He can be free to do whatever he want to do. He can be, as Allah says, be. And it is. Yes. So we creating that environment. And that is what Brother Ben and Brother Jake, they took that principle. They took that principle and created an engine. An engine where I want to be a clothing designer. Okay, it's like Hollywood, right? Okay, well, go over here. You can see this person. They're gonna help you print the shirt. You can see that person. They're gonna help you do the DVD. You can see that person. They're gonna help you do the music. You can see that person. And when it's like that, then you can walk with pride and say, man, from the shirt to the pants to this, I do all of that. All that.
Right.
You know, just be proud in your walk as a young black God, man. And you just watch. And the beauty is what I love is my brother is beautifully dark. And it just
my chocolate baby.
That's right. That's right.
That the foundation really.
The
foundation of it all is coming back to the forefront, coming back to the top. No longer the tail, but the head.
That's right.
See, that's what that represents to me. When I see that in you, then you're going to inspire others to do the same thing. Eventually, it's you and mama now. But wait a couple of years from now, you're going to have employees at 15, 16. Like, we got to get your shirts out today.
That's right.
Touch and agree. Touch and agree. We touch and agree. I said, he said, what did he ask me? He said, he said, Mom, did you know that, who was it? George, somebody had, who you said they had some slave, how many amount of slaves before they was 18? Who was that?
That was George Washington.
He said, did you know George Washington had, how many slaves you said he had?
He said he had like 18 slaves before he was
18.
Before he was 18.
Right? I said, wow. I said, yeah, I did know that. I said, well, how many slaves? I said, do you know what your slaves are? He said, yes, ma'am. I said, well, what are your slaves? He said, my money. I said, and how many of those you gonna have before you 18? And what you said?
I know millions.
Some millions, at least 18
million.
Right.
Okay.
A million
This young
slaves.
man is so smart and so intelligent, and every now and then he blows my mind because, you know, I don't realize he's always listening to me, and the things that I teach him, he's grabbing them because he come back with them. The other day, what he said to me, he said, "Oh my goodness, this child right here is he's just a different breed," and it's always something. What did he say to me? We was on the phone with Brother Light, and you said something I can't remember. I was just taken back. And then he loves chess.
Okay.
He can play chess. Let me say,
She told me how to play.
I taught him how to play, and I can't even beat him now. Can't beat him.
Or if I don't beat him, I give a
yeah,
tough
if
run.
you don't beat me, he's good. This child, I mean, and I always tell him, you're always thinking ahead. This is life. You always got to be 3 to 4 steps ahead of your opponent on all things. And he's good. This child had me in checkmate in minutes. I think a lot for him, and I think a lot that he actually is listening and understanding. Right. And, you know, he understands mathematics. He understands supreme knowledge and wisdom and understanding. And he gets it, you know. And then he's surrounded by powerful Black men and women. Surrounded.
Come on.
He got the brother Ben. He got the brother Jake. He got the brother Jason. He got the brother Sean Item. He got you. He got you. He got who else? He got his coach. His coach. He's his coach.
His coach. He's
NFL NBA player.
You ever heard of Monte Ellis?
What?
That's his coach.
He sounds real familiar.
Okay.
Yeah, that's his coach. He's out here in Dallas, and we walked inside of a restaurant right after Ramadan. We walked in the restaurant to get something to eat, and this lady saw him, and she says, "I know he's a baby because his face is so small, his face is so young, but he's so big and tall." She said, "How old are you?" He said, "Oh, I'm 13." She said, "You play ball?" He said, "When we was in New York, he played football." She said, "You know how to play basketball?" He said, "No, I never played basketball, man." She gave me a phone number. I called. The next day he was practicing. We go down there. We meet the coach. So I'm looking at the brother and I'm like, gosh, this man looks so familiar. I just don't know where I know him from. So we started talking about him and stuff. And I said, why do you look so familiar to me? I know I don't know you. He said, oh, I play NBA. I said, I saw you on it. So it's like no matter which way we turn, we're always surrounded by good, strong Black men that he can model after. And I just feel blessed. I mean, moving to Texas was just everything to me.
Yes.
Everything.
And you know, fam, you have to stay in that realm.
Yeah.
Because the enemy is always striving to sift us and remove us from the inheritance that Almighty God, Allah, has given to us.
Yeah.
And has planned for us. And so his plan is always to remove us.
Yeah.
So stay focused.
Right.
You know, don't let nobody slide in on you, some little girl or somebody with some drugs. You know, don't let nobody convince you that that's better than the direction that you're already in.
Right.
There's greater, and there's no greater high than being one with God.
Yes. Look.
And then we gotta let
we're gonna let my son come in.
Right. Another young Black God.
Yes.
Let me say this to you, young brother. You know, as my wife said, remember the scripture said that talking about Peter, but Peter don't just represent a man, he represents a mentality. He said the devil desired to sift you like wheat. See what I mean? In other words, he wants to see if he can pull the bad out, if he can pull the wickedness out and turn you from your natural self into something that's unnatural. And he'll try to send things your way. But let me tell you this. The same way they gangster about that gangster lifestyle, you be gangster about your supreme mathematics. You be gangster about your Islam.
That's right.
You be gangster about where you going. And then you let them know ain't nothing more gangster than this. I'm 14. I bought a house at 14 years old for my mother. I did this. I bought her a car at 14 and a half. I did that. I wouldn't be able to do that without this knowledge and wisdom and understanding that I already got. You know what I mean? Allah is pulling you in just like when you in the womb of your mother. He's putting you in that placenta bag, covering you around with water. He's covering you with water, with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, because he wants you to take it to a higher height. He wants you to be able to pull the masses with what you do. So don't never think that what you do is not important. It's all important, because the young brothers out here, you seeing where it's going. These young brothers now telling men it's okay to wear fingernail polish. They putting men in dresses. They putting, they trying to turn a man into a woman. I'm just telling you what time it is. You look at Lil Nas X and all of that. You don't have to condemn the brother. Put a clean glass up to a dirty glass and let them know you do what you want to do. But young black gods don't roll like that. You young black gods don't roll like that. Now, I'm not here to diss you. I'm just telling
you go heavy in excellence.
That's right. I'm telling you the realm in which I live in. You live where you want to. But that's right, my cipher. Okay, say it like that. Come on now. Come on now. You live where you want to live. But this is where I live. I'm trying to be in the exalted assembly. You go ahead on and be down there. I don't want to hang out with the bottom feeders. I need to fly up here, as young Khan the Don say, with the eagle. The eagles don't fly with the pigeons.
All right.
Okay, anyway.
That's right. The eagles don't fly with pigeons. Right.
Exactly. No, sir. All right, so we got this young black god over here.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam, young black god.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Really, it was just inspirational. I was trying to hold back tears because it was just inspirational, and it really made me feel good to know that y'all are doing something to help uplift the community, because my goal is the same thing. That's why I created my Black Anime Comics and Sci-Fi Company, and I'm going to take it into a new direction like my father was suggesting, where I help us with the literary aspect, because I know I don't read enough and we as a people don't read enough. And if I get them to read like a comic book of themselves and it's a positive image, just like with your t-shirts, brother young black guy, then I can uplift us and help us, to be better people. Because I realize, like, when you keep putting all the white images in front of your face, you watch Superman, Batman, anime, all that stuff, and you keep seeing white people in your face, you keep reminding yourself of white superiority, even if you psychoanalyzing it with the teachers of the Most Muhammad, you still have a white image in your brain or an image of somebody else in your brain, and it doesn't really help you to become a better person. But that's really all I had to say. I want to say I'm inspired, and I thank you all for everything that you said. I thank my parents for everything that they said. And that's all I have to say.
All right.
You said a
Appreciate
lot.
you, big bro.
Appreciate
Appreciate you.
Said a lot.
Yeah, how do we tap into what he has going on, his comics and stuff like that?
Oh, he on Facebook.
We're gonna put it in the chat.
Gonna put it in the chat.
Okay.
He on Facebook, Black Anime and Comics, and he's on Instagram as well.
And TikTok.
TikTok.
And TikTok. Oh yeah, we gotta follow each other.
TikTok. Oh yeah, I got TikTok too. I got all that.
Okay.
TikTok,
Yeah,
Facebook.
and we gotta put the website in the comments as well. If you guys remember, www. What's your website? Tell them your website, sir.
It is www.ybgmerch.com.
Okay. All right. And so, who are you on TikTok?
YBG Merch.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Instagram YBG.merch, and on Facebook is Young Black Gods.
Okay. All right. That's
young with a U. YUNG.
Okay.
So as I told you, I finally got the song for y'all.
God. Oh yeah.
I was having
you did good.
I was having problems with my other computer over here, so I hope y'all like it. Okay. Now, you gifted us with something, and if you like this song, then I'm gonna gift it to you to be your official theme song for YBG. So you tell me if you like it or not. Okay? All right, check it out. Hold on.
Say what? All around town, people trying to get down. All around town, people trying to get down. All around town, people trying to get down. Show 'em how we do it. Show 'em how we do it.
You like it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you gotta send that. You gotta send that over for him.
You just have to hit me with your email. So in the beginning, the music to me said it's all about that YBG. YBG, all about that YBG.
Oh.
YBG. See, you can add whatever. You know what I mean? But
Yes.
so that was like what spoke to me about that. That's what spoke to me about that. And I, like I said, I had y'all on my mind. I'm like, well, what says YBG? You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
So yes, ma'am. So I mean, once again, we are just so proud of you and you both, because you all are doing it as a team effort and not just him on his own. And you're there to support him, and we're there to support you as well.
That's
So
right.
that's the thing, that a lot of people, they don't have people around that will support them and help cultivate their gifts. It's not that they're not intelligent and they don't have these gifts, but it is because they don't have necessarily the supportive uh, force that they need to push them forward. I
Right.
just
Right.
give you this, and then I'm gonna let y'all close it out. Check this out. When I was about 18 years old, this is before TiVo came out. I
Okay.
said, wouldn't it be nice if you could record live TV? Wouldn't it be nice if you could like pay-per-view with in theater movies and all of that? This was back then. This before TiVo came out. But the reality is, I didn't have a circle like you have. See, if I had a brother being in them then, they could have put me on to the tech people. They could have told me, man, that's a great idea. That don't exist yet. I could see where that'd be great. You could call it this, you could call it that, but I didn't have that. But you do. You got that. So take full advantage of what's in front of you.
Right.
Take full advantage of what's in front of you, because you have a great unit. You have a great unit, and you have people all across the United States. We all the way in Arizona. So you
Wow.
already know, if y'all come here, you got a place to stay. You know what I mean? In regards to, you
Amen.
want to come visit and all that. So I'm just letting you know. So
We
uh,
appreciate you.
I'm gonna be
That's
quiet
right.
with that one.
All
Gee,
right.
how hot is Arizona?
Hot.
Hot.
You said Arizona. I'm
The
like,
good,
oh.
the good part about the heat in Arizona, I hear that the air is very clear. It's not like thick humidity, right?
Right.
Right.
Yeah,
No, it's no
Look,
humidity. Very little.
it's so dry that you know how you get weather alerts?
Yeah.
They tell you that fire is possible.
Yeah, that's just true. Yeah, that's just
Like
so
a
dry.
firestorm, like the weeds
Yeah,
catching on fire.
we looked on one day and it said it was gonna be a fire NATO. I'm like, what the hell is that? I didn't like it.
Fire NATO?
Yeah.
Not a tornado, but a fire NATO.
What is that?
That's bad business.
Yeah, that's what we said.
No. We
It
wasn't.
gets really, really, really hot here. We used to live in Georgia. And I say all the time, in Georgia, you will melt, right? Because of the humidity. But in Arizona, you will sizzle. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
Bacon?
yeah. We don't eat bacon, but you will sizzle like a piece of bacon.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
If you stay in that sun too long, I'm telling you, you will crisp up for real.
I'm telling
Yeah.
You know, I love the sun. I don't care where I go. I
Yeah.
don't care if it's hot. I'm getting up in that sun.
If it's
That's
100
right.
degrees, yeah, I love 100 degrees. I just
I
gotta be
don't
at the
even
beach.
care. I was born in June, so I
Okay.
need the heat all year round.
Gee, I was born in July.
Right.
Uh-oh,
I
me
was born
too.
straight into summer.
When's your
Yes,
birthday?
sir. July 27th.
Wow. His is
July 11th.
Yep.
Okay, that's what's up.
That's what's up.
That's what's up. We both on that 7th month.
That's right. On
Yep.
that-
It was like we were just born straight in the heat.
I don't
Right.
care. I go
Yeah,
outside in the heat, and when it's raining, I'm out there in the rain too, jumping around.
I mean,
That's-
unless it's summer rain. If it's like hot,
Yeah.
hot rain,
Yeah.
yeah,
I love that.
that's
The only thing I'm a little afraid of is the lightning and the thunder. I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand. Look,
Yeah.
we stayed in Belize for like right at a year, right? And you think, okay, that when you hear lightning and thunder here, it's like bad and scary. No.
Yeah.
See, when you're in Belize and that lightning hit, I'm not lying, it's not no exaggeration. The earth shake.
Yes.
As it ain't no whole bunch of big skyscrapers and all that in Belize. The earth shake like a earth, not like crack, but the earth shake. I
feel
mean,
the movement.
and you feel it, and you gotta have a power surger there when it gets to talking about lightning. If you don't, your TVs and all your
Going
stuff
out.
is gone.
Yeah, it'll blow up.
It'll
Not
blow it
up,
out.
but
It'll blow it out.
Right. We
We
lost
lost like 2 TVs like that.
Yeah.
We lost 2 TVs like that. Yeah. So
that's scary.
I'm
Jeez,
just
you got a
telling you.
65-inch right in the living room.
No, that's scary. That's scary.
Yeah. I'm like,
it
whoa.
is. But we don't get a lot of rain here.
No.
Okay.
So actually, when we rode through Texas a couple of weeks ago, we had rode through Texas, and it was raining really, really bad. Actually, we were right at the storm.
Yeah,
about 2 weeks ago, you all remember it was a storm.
They said we had just left Atlanta and the tornado touched down in Atlanta. Then we came into Dallas, and Dallas is talking about they had a tornado warning.
Right.
We was like, Allah, hold up, let's get back to Arizona.
Hold on.
Wait a minute. That's crazy. So
But
how
I
you guys like it
enjoyed
when y'all came? Did y'all like it out here when y'all came?
Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah.
It was really nice.
Oh yeah. I mean, we next time we gonna contact you all
stay a little longer.
Stay a little longer. I mean,
you should.
You know, we wanted to. We was gonna contact you, but it was like we was in and out.
We were really passing through.
Okay.
So,
and then we hung out in Dallas so that my son could spend time with his cousin.
Yeah, it was just
so.
For a few
we didn't come through Houston, but you know when we come.
But we in Dallas. We right here in Dallas.
Yeah.
I'm still learning my way around Dallas. I'm really learning my way around, but I do good.
We stayed at the what is that?
Was it the Hyatt?
We stayed at the Hyatt Regency.
Nice.
We stayed at the Hyatt Regency
it was really
over
nice.
there. We was able to see the expressway and all that stuff.
Yeah, the view was beautiful.
It was really nice. We got pictures on Facebook.
Okay, I thought you all
we
were
went to the
no, we're in Dallas.
Okay.
The ABS. Y'all didn't go to the ABS farm?
No.
They're right here in Dallas.
Oh yeah, they
Grand
they out Grand Prairie. Mm-hmm.
No, we didn't. It was at night. It was at night. It was at. Yeah, we did. Well, we have to do it next.
We tried to go to the Black Museum, but it was closed.
The Black Museum was closed the day.
But everything back open now.
Yeah.
I think it was the day. I think it was the day of the week that it was.
It was. They said on the website they were open on Tuesday. But on that, when you got to the thing, the gate was locked, so we know it wasn't open.
They said the gate said Wednesday. So anyway, it was still cool. We you know, in hindsight, we could have stopped over at the ABS. That would have been cool.
Yeah. You would have saw me. You guys probably would have saw me.
We're gonna have to do that next time.
We're gonna have to do that next time, so we can.
Now it's on my mind, so we'll definitely be in touch next time we come through there.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm gonna text you my number once we get off the chat. I'm gonna text you my number so you guys can lock me and send me a text, and I'll lock you in my phone as well.
Okay.
Now when you do come back to Dallas, you can text my phone, call my phone.
Okay.
Okay, that's what's up.
All right, that's what I'm talking about.
Come
and hang out with the young black god.
That's what I'm talking about. So
we don't be doing too much. We like to go skating. We like to go roller skating.
Oh yeah.
All right, cool. You got skills?
All I do is fall on roller skates.
This one. He's the biggest kid in the roller skating ring with the little. What's the little thing that you move with?
Yeah.
And he's so funny. He about to break the daggone thing because it's plastic. He about to break it. I'm like, boy, you don't let that thing go. He said, Mom, I don't want to do this no more. Take these off. Let's take these off. He was done.
I can skate around the rink. That's it. Ain't no tricks.
Listen.
Ain't no.
Come and grab him. He won't even get on
backwards, no backwards, no wobble leg. I ain't lifting my leg up. I just go skate to the beach.
Last time I went to the skating rink, it was so embarrassed. I was over here looking like a 90-year-old man with the walker. He was. No, he really was. My poor baby. I
said, listen, you sit right here, old man. I'm gonna get on the ring.
You know what?
A couple of times, and I'm like, look, come on, it's fun. He wouldn't do it.
But you know what? The fact that you get up there and you try, brother, that's the beginning of anything. When you learn something, nobody feels real comfortable, when you're learning something. But if you never get up there and try, then you'll never know.
Yeah. Just keep watching Roll Bounce over and over and over again.
Roll Bounce.
Yeah, keep watching it.
Movie. You can't just watch the movie. You gotta get on the roller skates.
I know. Remember, that's how he did the little trick at the end. You just gotta keep,
Yeah. We gotta watch that movie now. We gonna have to watch that movie.
Roll Bounce. My wife is sick of me without watching. I watch Roll Bounce like it's a religion.
Oh man.
It is a good
in the movie. He's the director of the movie.
It's a good movie, but when you watched it 100 times, about 101, you're like, hey, that's enough.
We're gonna have to pray for him. He was too much. This is not normal.
I be like, honey, I say I want to be cool like Sweetness.
Oh my goodness. We're gonna watch that movie together today.
All right, fam. Well, we're gonna have to close it down.
Yes, ma'am.
But before we do, I just really want you all to, share any closing remarks, things that you really want the audience, our people in the community to know that you want us to vibe on. So go ahead.
And don't forget to let us know how to get in contact with you all as well. I know y'all said it, but it don't hurt to say it again.
Yes. You want to go first? You want me to go first? I'll go first. So you can reach me on Facebook, Black Girl Found. Instagram, I am IamDezire.ali, because I'm a fighter, right?
All right.
And I'm on Facebook, Instagram, I'm on Twitter, IamDezire1. There's only one. IamDezire1. And all this is Desire with a Z. And I'm on TikTok, IamDezire. So I just want to say to the mothers who are watching, listen to your children. Ask them, what are their goals? What are their dreams? Ask them what is their passion, right? Because that way you'll help them to find their purpose and allow them to just be free in thought, right? Allow them to express themselves, even if it sounds silly to you. Allow them to, and don't judge them. Don't judge them for their thought process. Don't judge them for their mistakes. Embrace their mistakes. Embrace the things that they don't understand and teach them. Be patient with them, especially our Black men. Teach Black men that it's okay to cry sometimes. Tears is just weakness leaving your body to make you stronger. Because I feel like we've been teaching our boys that, boys don't cry, toughen up, man up. No, that's not true. Boys are human and they do cry sometimes. So let them cry, let them get off his chest, but also let him express himself and be a young man. If he wants to box, let him go box. If he wants to, play football, play basketball, write books. Some parents think their sons, because he's tall, they say, oh, why he don't play basketball? Well, guess what? He don't want to play basketball. Right. He likes to read books. He likes to do things. So I'm not going to force don't force things on your children just because in your mind, you have this vision for them. Find out what their visions are. Allow them to just be. And love on them every step of the way. And that's how I am with my sons, because I didn't have that. And I'm that way with other people's sons and daughters as well.
Excellent.
Right? So that's all I have to say. Go ahead and tap into our Instagram and tap into YBG podcast coming to you soon. We're going to open that podcast back up because YBG got some stuff to say. And I've been inspired by my sister and brother here. So we coming back with the podcast. Praise be to Allah. Allahu Akbar. What you want to say?
Indeed.
All right, so you can find me on Instagram at ybg.merch. My TikTok is ybgmerch, and my Facebook is Young Black Gods. And follow me.
You got any words of wisdom you want to leave?
So it's all right. It's okay. He didn't drop enough. Let us see that shirt one more time. So
Yeah.
you gotta bust it out. You know what I mean? You gotta bust it out. You know what I'm saying?
So look, before we go, we gotta do our peace, love, and light. You ready?
Ready.
Come on.
Thank you for having us, and as always, peace, love, and light.
I love it.
Hey,
You gotta do it one day. Y'all gonna have to do it with us.
do you all have that on TikTok?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna go to TikTok and we're gonna have to do a challenge where I gotta learn all of that.
All right, I'm gonna create a TikTok challenge where people gonna have to learn it. I'm gonna do a specific TikTok video for that so people can get it. That was a good idea. Thank you.
Okay,
but I do it. I do it. Yeah, I do it all the time. I do it all the time on my TikTok.
All right, I'm gonna take the challenge. And I'm gonna connect with you on TikTok right now. I don't remember it because I started it with my dog because I didn't really want to be on camera. So my dog is gonna be TikTok famous. So
oh man.
Not me.
That's funny. And there's so many challenges you can do with dogs now. It's funny.
I know. And I told her, my doggie, I told her that she was gonna be TikTok famous because I'm not this right here, ABS Tribe, and then we're gonna close. But ABS Tribe really has bought me out because
of your comfort zone, right?
I'm a background person. I will work my butt off in the background and take care of everything that needs to be taken care of and never had to be seen. But, of course, when the pandemic happened and, we really needed an avenue because, we're active in the community. And for us not to be able to be out in the community, this was another expression. And so the ABS Tribe has been an awesome force for us. And I'm so grateful that they put us together and that we are now connected. Know that we are family no matter where you are on the planet.
No matter where.
If you just need the auntie lady to talk to or Uncle Dawood, hey, we're here for you. Give us a call, reach out. We love you all. We pray that God continue to bless you with great success.
That's right.
Thank you. And we pray the same for you all. We appreciate your time and thank you for having us on the show.
All right.
Don't forget to send me your email so I can send you the song and then send the phone number so we can have it and lock y'all in. We might be through Dallas before you know it. So.
Never know.
All right. We're going to be here. I'm texting everything to you right now, brother. I'm texting everything to you right now.
All right. Y'all be blessed. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
All praises due to Allah. Another awesome fireside chat.
We were truly blessed. Want to give a shout out to Brother Rob James, and I know who that is. I won't say his real name. Apparently, he wants to be hidden. No. Sister Sabira, Brother Juan X Carlos. Who else?
We had Mariah.
All right, Mariah. We had Olu.
Peace and blessings, fam.
All praises is due to Allah.
I hope you all had fun today.
I hope y'all had fun as much as we did.
Yeah.
But we want you all to come on. We're gonna in about 30 minutes. We actually going to be on Love My Kidneys, and we're gonna have some words of wisdom from that great book, How to Eat to Live.
That's right.
So come on and join us over on Love My Kidneys on Facebook. And once again, we're going to be talking about how to eat to live, a gift from God. Words from How to Eat to Live, a gift from God. We pray that you would join us there. Special shout out to Sister IamDezire, our young brother, your brother, young Black God. We appreciate you all for coming on and spending time with us, and we're going to send you all the link to the video and everything. And once we put it on the podcast, we'll send it there as well, so that you can have a copy for yourself and you can put it on your podcast too, as well. We really do appreciate you all's time, and we are thankful that we were blessed to speak with you today.
Yes.
And, family, as we always tell you, we love you. There
There's
is nothing you can do about it. Be the best because you are absolutely the best. And remember to let the spark in your mind create a new reality. All right, family. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. Peace and blessings, everybody. See you in 30 minutes. Love my kidneys.
All right.